I have the documents right here. What you are about to see is the holy grail of financial leaks. This is a 42-page internal risk assessment from Goldman Sachs Global Commodities desk, marked strictly confidential, partner level only. This document was never intended to reach the public domain. It outlines a scenario the banks have been terrified of for decades: the total loss of price discovery in the precious metals market. They aren't calling it a rally, they are calling it a termination event, and their internal price target for the end of this cycle? Exactly $412 per ounce. Let's talk about how this surfaced. This memo was part of a larger internal briefing regarding the Basel III compliance failures and the unallocated silver accounts held by major bullion banks. The leak confirms what we've suspected: the banks are mathematically trapped. For every 1 ounce of silver in a vault, there are now estimated to be 632 claims on that same ounce. Goldman Sachs analysts admit in these papers that a delivery default is no longer a possibility, it is a mathematical certainty. The document explicitly states that the current pricing model is untenable and that a forced revaluation is the only way to prevent a total systemic meltdown. According to page 14 of the memo, we are currently in phase 1, the liquidity black hole. Goldman notes that the true physical premium has already detached from the COMEX spot price. They reveal that behind the scenes, sovereign wealth funds and central banks are paying up to 40% over spot for immediate physical delivery. This is why you see the price struggling to stay down. The big players are fighting for the exits. The memo admits that the suppression algorithms are now consuming more capital and they are saving, creating a negative feedback loop that will eventually snap. This is the part that should make you angry. On page 22, the document outlines Operation Dark Star. This is a psychological warfare tactic designed to protect the bank's own positions. The strategy is to use high-frequency trading bots to create artificial flash crashes during low-volume hours. Why? To trigger your stop-loss orders. To make you believe that silver is a dead asset. They want to shake the physical metal out of your hands so they can buy it at a discount before the revaluation. The memo literally describes retail investors as the primary liquidity source for bank accumulation. They are using your fear to fill their vaults. Now, let's get to the number, $412. How did they get there? The memo uses a formula called the inverse debt-to-metal ratio. They calculated the total global M2 supply growth against the known mineable silver reserves. According to their proprietary Endgame model, for the global financial system to reach a state of collateral stability, silver must be repriced to $412. This isn't a speculative to the moon price. It is a calculation of what it takes to back the current debt load with hard assets. They know the dollar is dying, and they are pegging their survival to a silver price that is 15 times higher than where it sits today. The most chilling part of the leak is the trigger date section. While I won't give an exact day, the document points to a specific credit event involving a major European clearing house that is currently critically undersupply. Once this institution fails to deliver just 5,000 ounces of physical silver, a chain reaction will start. The memo warns that the price will move from $30 to $100 in a single trading session, making it impossible for anyone to buy the dip. By the time you see it on the news, the door will be locked. This leak is the smoking gun. It proves that the people running the system know the system is broken. They are lying to the public while they execute their own escape plan. The $412 endgame isn't just a number, it is a transformation of the world as we know it. I've spent my life studying these markets, and have never seen anything this explicit. The banks are preparing for the end of the paper era. Are you? My advice is the same as it has always been. Ignore the no's, ignore the flash crash, and watch the vaults. If Goldman Sachs is worried enough to write a 42-page document about $412 silver, you should be worried enough to make sure you have your physical metal secured. Do not be the liquidity for their Operation Dark Star. Hold the line. Stay in the physical. If you want me to keep digging into these documents, I need you to smash the like button and share this video everywhere. They want this buried. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Subscribe for the next update on the Tier 1 leak. I'll see you in the next one.